Hello my fellow riders, this is Chris at Riding Reviews and today we're going to be looking at the Cfmoto 250 NK. Now as you can see we're standing next to the Cfmoto 250 NK. Now this is a Euro 4 specification bike. Oh, I almost got it wrong. Specification bike, which means that it has to have ABS on anything over 125. Headlights have to be on all the time, and it has to be fuel injected, which this one is. Now, I have made a couple of modifications to my videos. We have lights, which will brighten things up, and we have a bigger board, like you guys asked me to put. So, what are we going to watch on the board today? Some dancing. Some racing. And maybe a cartoon or so. I like cartoons, especially like Ren and Stimpy. Really funny. So we're going to do this like we normally do. Spec, design, comfort, pros and cons, and cost of riding. And also we will be doing a little bit of a test ride on this board because you guys have, or guys and gals, you don't usually watch the majority of the riding portion, so I thought I'd try and integrate it into the same video. So Spec, this is a 249cc fuel injected single cylinder double overhead cam engine. It is water cooled and it has ABS, as I said. It comes with 19.5 kilowatts of power. This is a 250cc version. The 300 version comes with 25 kilowatts of power. Why they changed it, I'm not 100% sure. I think the engine is very similar, but it's a direct replacement for this bike. I don't think they're charging any more for it. Curb weight is 151 kilograms. Curb weight means when it's got oil, battery and all the fluids in it. I'm not sure exactly how they've worked this out. Sometimes they work it out with a full tank of fuel, sometimes they work it out with a minimum amount of fuel, minimum amount of fluids and all that sort of stuff. So it changes depending on the manufacturer. So this is Cfmoto, I don't know what their policies are. It does state that the bike will do 128 kilometers an hour. Now I know, I've seen it on some videos on YouTube, this bike will do upwards of 92 kilometers an hour. But as with most of these sort of people, most of these sort of companies, they do underestimate their top speed. My question to you is, do you need more than a 250cc motorbike on the English roads? Now I have a pan-European 1100cc and the reason I've got that bike is because it's extremely comfortable and good for cruising. But do you need it? Answer in the description and tell me what you think. The other good thing about this bike is it comes with a 6-speed gearbox, which means that the cruising is going to be in the 6th gear. And apparently in the video you'll see, but in 6th gear it's still got a lot of grunt, a lot of pull, and you can very easily break the speed limit on this bike. I don't suggest you do, but you can. The bike comes in 2 different colours, silver and nebula black. The front and rear wheels on this bike are both 17. So the front one is 110/70 R17s and the back one is 140/60 R17s. That's fairly standard for this sort of bike. This bike is very much designed for a sporty look. It is designed to look a little bit menacing and it is designed for doing silly stuff on. So you can wheelie it, you can endo it, you can go really fast, you can take corners really quickly as well. And that's what it's designed to be. It's designed to be a fairly mean bike. Now this isn't the sort of bike that you're going to want to be going around and commuting on all day, every day, but it is a very, very fun bike. Now this is a great Saturday and Sunday bike, and it is the sort of thing that you're going to be going out with your mates and doing cruises around the country, trying to beat each other off the traffic lights and all that sort of stuff. This is very much that sort of bike. It is a good bike to go up into your A2 license class because it is quick, it is agile, and it is forgiving. So if you make some little mistakes, it'll probably forgive you for it. Whereas some of the six, if you're not going for your A2, if you're going for your full license, some of the 600cc bikes will do 150, 160 miles an hour. And if you're new, I don't suggest you go for that sort of thing. So this would be a great one-up bike. So you've done your 125cc, and now you're going on to a bigger ride. This would be great for that sort of thing. One really nice thing about this bike is the clocks. Now the clocks have a white mode. You can change the brightness, time, miles per hour, and you can change it. It has two different maps on it, so it has an eco mode and it has a sports mode. And the other good thing about this bike is if you cover up or it gets dark, it does actually change the headlight, it changes the dash, so you'll go into a night mode. Has LED lights all around and LED running light. The headlight, you can't actually turn it off. And it comes with a display of how much fuel you've got, and it will tell you in a percentage as well. It really does sound quite nice for a 250cc motorbike. Now this bike is designed to be rough, ready, and it's designed to take anything that you throw at it. The seat is fairly comfortable. There's not a lot of padding there, but it feels like a memory foamy sort of padding on this. The suspension is sort of hard. It's got quite a lot of movement on this sort of thing. So it will be able to take those bumps really well. And if you do decide that you want to go on to a racing track and do wheelies and endos and all that sort of stuff, this is going to be a really good bike for that. Now the tank is 12.7 litres, which is a little bit on the low side. Some of our 125s come with a 15 litre tank. I imagine in eco mode this is going to do somewhere in the 80s. In sports mode that will decrease because obviously you are trying to get a little bit more out of it. Now this bike is designed to be a racing fun bike. It is not designed to be a commuter. You can commute on it, and I know people that have. There is a guy out there who I actually bought my Pan-European off of, and he traded it in for this bike. Now he had a Pan-European and it was really heavy on his legs and he couldn't hold it up anymore. And he uses this and he absolutely loves this bike. So that is a good point for it. Bad points: there is no luggage rack, there is a small rear pillion seat, so the bike's not really designed to be taking two people on it, but it can do, but it's not designed to. The mirrors, I think you're going to have a little bit of a problem after a while seeing beside your shoulders because the handlebars are quite low in. There isn't anywhere to put any skid bars or skid protection or anything like that, and the chances of you coming off this bike is probably a little bit more than, say, a standard commuter bike, because this bike really wants you to push it. You can feel it, you want it to go some So the chances of you coming off because of, I don't know, lack of experience or road conditions or anything like that is a little bit higher, I would say, than say a standard 250cc commuter or something like the Zonti's R10, because they're not designed to be raced around like this thing. I would imagine your insurance is going to be a little bit higher on this as well. This bike comes in at £3,399. Tax for this bike is £42 a year. Your first year's tax will come with the bike. Insurance, you should be looking somewhere in the region of £200 to £700. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the tax bracket on this is. If I tax this for myself, I would be looking about £110, £120. But that all depends on quite a few factors, i.e. how long you've been riding, what type of license you've got, where the bike is going to be kept, what the crime rates are in your area, and how many bikes have been stolen in your area. It comes with 3 years MOT, 3 years warranty, and that is a no maximum mile warranty, but it is a consumable warranty, a non-consumable warranty, shall I say. So your tyres, your brake pads, your clutch, well, your clutch is covered, but your clutch cable, your accelerator cables, tyres and all that sort of stuff aren't actually covered under the warranty, but that is general for majority of all the bikes, Chinese bikes. Some of the Japanese bikes come with a little bit of more of a warranty, but majority of these are, number one, they are return to base. So that would mean it's your responsibility to return them to wherever you bought them from, and obviously non-consumable. To fill this up, you should be looking at about £16. And I would imagine that's going to get you somewhere in a region of the 250 to 350 mile bracket, depending how hard you push it, depending on where you live, what the gradients is of the roads that you're using, and whether you're using it in eco mode or sports mode. Now I think that's it for this video, and I hope you've enjoyed my video on the Cfmoto 250cc NK. This is a really nice bike. It is well put together, it is really fun, and it pushes you out of your comfort zone to do things that you probably wouldn't do on a commuter bike. So it is quite an aggressive bike. That being said, you use it exactly how you want to use it, not how anybody else uses it. Don't let other people push you to ride your bike in other ways than you want to use it. So if you've liked my video, hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs down, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated to all of my latest content. Now I do upload at least one video a week, and that is usually on a Friday, but I do obviously upload more. So up here we have more videos on Cfmoto motorbikes, and down here we have playlists on other larger motorbikes. Hit that subscribe button that is just here to stay updated to all of my latest content, but as always, ride safe.